you literally create your own lane, your own speed limit, all of that. Right, you know what I'm saying? Right? Yeah, real talk. I want to say it's been about maybe a 10, 11 year journey is for me to get here, but it's all been with networking and just, being unapologetically myself.
What's up? Welcome to the You Knows Best Pod. I appreciate your support. In return, I hope I provide you with some worthwhile gems that benefit you on your journey. At the very least, I hope I put a smile on your face. If not, hopefully you share this with someone that does benefit. And I got you next time. Again, thanks for joining today, and let's get this thing going.
Welcome to another episode of the Hube Knows Best Pod, where I'm going to give you the truth, the whole truth. Well, as best as I can, so help me God. I got my boy Lon AKA Mr. P.T.F.O. Lon, tell them what that means?
Mr. Put That Fit On.
Lon is a Chicago native, a very interesting man. I've only known Lon for probably, 5-6 months?
Yeah, it's been.
But the bro is a good dude. Men of many skills. Engineer, fashion icon, stylist.
Appreciate it, bro.
Funny guy, comedian on Instagram, social media.
A little wild.
Yeah, but Lon, welcome to the show, bro.
Appreciate you, G.
So Lon, we was talking before this started. Mm-hmm. You were telling me you're from the South Side of Chicago, grew up in Roseland.
Yeah.
But I think what was interesting is you said that your dad's from France.
Yeah.
Your mom's from Chicago.
Yeah. You
were born in France.
Mm-hmm.
And then came back to Chicago.
Correct. Yeah, it's been dope, bro. It's been a journey, man. Like just knowing about your family, learning about the different cultures, the different aspects to it. Being raised on the South Side in Roseland, primarily most of my life. It just exposed me to a lot of the different stuff going on in the world. I'm out there in France. It's a different culture. How the people are, how people dress, and that's kind of like what has inspired the way that I move and how I dress here in the States. A lot of people tell me they see my fits and stuff, and they're like, yo, I can't pull off what you did or what made you do this or whatever the case may be. Yeah. And I'm just like, look, it's just how I move. You feel me?
Yeah, like, bro be having on some interesting fit. He had them red boots. I hate them red boots, but he pulled the shit off.
Shit.
But, like, I think you got to dare to be different.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
But, like, when you think about it, like, you're a black man from Chicago on the South Side, right?
Yeah.
Rough neighborhood. But how you would present, nobody would ever guess that, right?
Facts.
I think it's an interesting, like, like they say black people aren't a monolith, right?
Yeah.
And like our stories are very similar in the sense of like what we grew up around, right? So like we talking about it, both our families grew up with cousins and doing in the life, right?
Facts.
But we're the younger ones, so we're not really involved in it.
But you see it.
You see it, right? So you know what not to do. Some of that's in you.
Big facts.
But you don't. But you realize that ain't
that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to. One thing my grandparents and my mother taught me growing up is like you got to bring shit out when it needs to come out.
Yeah.
So like when people see me, they see how I move, they see how I carry myself. Like I'm a very cordial person. You feel me? I'm chill. We can tee up when we go out for sure. You know what I'm saying? But like, if I gotta go crazy, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need to tap into that all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? And when you're in that environment and you think that's how you have to move on a consistent basis, 24/7, 365, that's how you get pulled into that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't gonna happen.
You realize that, and so but then you went on this journey of, exploring the IT field. You were talking about how like the interest in that came from your family coming to you with like gadgets. Because we're both 80s babies.
Facts.
So we're growing up in the evolution of, computers, phones, technology, right? Yeah. So you were saying that you went to Grambling, then you left and came back.
Yeah. And
now tell us, you said you like took some time off from school and you was like modeling for a little bit.
Yeah, the little razzle dazzle, man. I did some modeling. I did some stuff here, local stuff here in Chicago. And that kind of is what got me put on. I did some runway shows for Macy's and Nordstrom's.
Okay.
And that's kind of what introduced me to being able to go to different parts of the country and then go to different parts of the world, to be able to see that it's different cultures out here, different people, different men, different women, from all different types of walks of life. And there are people out here that do what they want to do. Why limit myself? You know what I'm saying? To being in just one box. And one thing about me is I'm an out the box motherfucker, like to the T. From the way I dress to how loyal I am to my friends, the people that I fuck with. And if you're not in my circle, you don't know the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I get that's that south side part of me that's like, you can't be friendly and cool with every single person out here in the world. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that modeling stuff, it really opened up my eyes to a lot of different things and really contributed to how I move now. I don't care about other people's opinions about me. Some people look at me and don't know me and they make a lot of assumptions about me. And then when they actually get to know me, like, damn, like, he actually a dope motherfucker. Like, you're not nothing like what I thought you were. And I'm like, damn, what you thought I was? You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting, bro. Really opened up my eyes to a lot of shit.
Yeah, that's it. I feel like especially in our community, that happens a lot, right?
Oh, for sure.
If you present a certain way,
yes,
people are going to assume something, right? So I'm sure you've gotten the litany of things, we're gonna get into women calling me sassy, but
yeah, we're gonna talk about
that in a minute. But like, I'm sure you've had people, like I have a best friend. He has green eyes, right?
Yeah.
And he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Girls in college used to think he was gay, and I was like, bro,
I'm
what?
sure. Yeah.
Where are you going with this? Like,
yeah, because of his eyes, like,
because he's a nice guy,
right?
And
he cool.
Eyes,
nah.
Just say he turned you down, sis.
That's it. That's all you got to say. Like, you ain't got all that extra shit in there. You know what I'm saying?
But like, I know for me, like,
yeah,
I present the way I present, not honestly because it's unique to me, but I want young black men that look like me to understand that, like, this look doesn't always do the same thing. Right?
Big facts.
Like, big black dude with dreads and tattoos and whatever doesn't mean I'm a drug dealer, doesn't mean I'm a rapper, doesn't mean I'm an athlete. I'd be like, bro, I work in tech.
Yes, big facts. Big facts.
I work in tech.
And people be shocked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that aspect. Like, perfect example, we're in Soho right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
9-year anniversary of Chicago, Soho House.
Big fact. Shout out to them, but they gonna have a party tonight. It's gonna be lit.
Y'all not invited.
Yeah, sorry, it's members only.
Guest list type.
But like, here, you know what I'm saying? Just meeting people from here, it's either they immediately think that I'm a NBA player, I'm a rapper, I'm a producer, any of like the shit that just puts us into a box. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm like, no, I don't do any of that. I'm actually I'm in IT. I'm an engineer, and actually, now I'm a manager. Like it's more. We do way more than just that. You know what I'm saying? And then when I tap into the fashion aspect, it's like, oh, so you do both. And it's like, yeah. And then I carry this into my workplace as well. So like for me, I've broken barriers wherever I work because
you breaking the dress code
all the time, on purpose. I'm not doing gray blacks and navy blues I'm not doing that all the time.
I mean, I can relate, bro. I wear a shirt. When I was still going to the office, I wear a shirt that said "Stay Black."
See,
and I had a white girl ask me one time. Shout out to my homegirl Frills. It was a very innocent question.
Yeah.
She was like, "What does that mean?" I was like, "You tell me what it means."
Yeah.
She was like, "I think it means you're gonna be unapologetically you, and you're proud of who you are."
Yeah.
I was like, let's go with that.
Yeah, that's what we gonna roll with.
Man,
that's what we gonna roll with.
Because it meant so many different things, like,
for sure. It's not one definition for that. You feel me? Like, so I feel that. I like that she even asked, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because most people ain't gonna be comfortable. A blonde white woman asking a black man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, real shit.
Hey, she took a real chance.
Yeah, she did. Leap of faith.
Yeah, but, I respected it because she was, humble enough, but curious enough to want to know what that meant. Like if I was being aggressive or if I was just like making a statement or letting people know what it was.
And I like that she asked instead of assume. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's typically where, you know, people from other ethnicities get off on the wrong foot with us, is that it's not a question. It's more so of an assumption in how they say it, how they direct it towards you.
Yeah.
But when it's like genuine and shit, you can tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? Tone of voice, everything. So it's dope that she even asked, because I've had some pretty wild encounters myself. So
both work in tech. You work in IT, right?
Facts.
And now, how did you get from, hey, I left school, I started modeling, to now I'm a manager of IT? Like, how do we get there? Like that's not a traditional journey.
No.
A lot of people think you got to follow a traditional journey to get where you at.
No, let me be the first to tell you, like, you literally create your own lane, your own speed limit, all of that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right?
Yeah, real talk. I want to say it's been about maybe a 10, 11 year journey is for me to get here. But it's all been with networking and just, you know, being unapologetically myself. You know what I'm saying? I initially started at a trading firm as a help desk engineer, Wolverine Trading. I was there for about 4 years, and then went to a networking event, ended up meeting a manager, Harley Davidson. We had a conversation that ended up catapulting me into a site principal role for them. I was there for about another 3.5 years or so. I got recruited to another trading firm and went there with the same type of role, but got paid more money. And didn't have to be in the office, or I was remote. So that was ideal. Did that for a couple of years, and then I got recruited at the role that I'm in now. I work for ADM. I'm a senior IT support analyst for them, and I run their global headquarters for their location out here in Chicago. And for people that don't know who ADM is, it's Archer Daniel Midland. Look them up. They're like a multi-billion-dollar company I know you ain't never heard of.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah, you know, real talk.
That might be another episode talking about companies to invest in that you ain't never heard of.
Big facts. That's one of them on me. That's one of them.
Yeah. So you did that, and you were telling me, like, you transitioned from doing the modeling. You was working at UPS. They put you in they had a program available where you could go to school and they pay for it. So you went to Chicago State. And then you left Chicago State and went to DeVry.
Yes.
And I think a lot of times there's stigmas around DeVry, you know, like the colleges that they put on TV, right? But I think a lot of times people got to understand, like, bro, and I tell kids this, like, one school ain't for everybody.
No, it's not.
But once you get the degree and you have the work experience, them people don't care where you go to school.
No, they don't.
Like, them schools really matter for, like, networking to get somebody that went to that school to let you come in and get interviewed. But, like, work experience trumps pretty much everything.
All of that. And having, I'll put it to you like this, having and
relationships.
Yes, that's a fact, because having that connection to that community of people, there's like, okay, well, you got a DeVry. They went to DeVry, got a degree from there. I trust the people that come from that. And then if you got other people that'll vouch from you that went, it all adds up. So those are like all things that play a major factor into that. And then also when it comes to DeVry, like a school like DeVry, so I feel like some people look for the school to do everything for them.
Right.
I'm a very self-sufficient person. Like, I got my degree from there. That's all I need. I can do everything else. You know what I'm saying? So, I didn't sit back and go to a counselor and like, hey, can you do this for me? Can you help me do that? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, nah, I'm just need to get my stuff and get out there. And that's exactly what I did. When I went to Chicago State, I was there till like maybe my junior year. And then when I got into their major, it was just trash. And when I looked into DeVry was showing me everything that I would be doing right now in the job force. All the stuff I was going to be learning at Chicago State was like ancient. Like, I'm not about to go through all this time here to learn that. No, I'm not going to do that. And that's what that's what some of the bigger colleges can do. but you have to make sure you're going to the right school and getting what you need from that school.
Yeah.
Don't just be there just to be
It's
there.
important to research the curriculum and what's going on at the school.
Yes.
For our young aspiring entrepreneur, engineers,
Mm-hmm.
business people, whatever you want to major in. Like, I know I went to Howard, and it wasn't really like I wanted to be a lawyer, but Howard didn't have a law school. But I knew they didn't have a law or a pre-law program. I knew they had a law school.
Okay.
Right? But like people were like, oh, well, then why did you go there? And I'm like, well, I knew I wanted to go into business for myself.
Okay.
So I majored in business. And I knew that Howard was like world-renowned business school.
Okay.
So I was like, I know the curriculum got to be
they got to be up there.
Point,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I think a lot of times kids be like, I just want to go to the school.
Yeah, and that's what
I was just talking to my friend, and she said her sister went to a school because I'm gonna be real. She went to Howard because Howard was on TikTok because of Kamala.
That's
and I'm
wild.
like,
that's wild.
When she told me that, I was like,
yeah,
what?
Yeah, like that was.
I don't know about that one because, like, hey, I love my alma mater, but
yeah, big facts.
If I'm a black kid, I'm not going to Howard. And this is no shade at Howard's program for engineering or architecture. I'm going to A&T.
Yeah.
I'm going to FAM.
Yeah, yes.
Right? Now, if I want to get in communications or I want to do business, for sure.
There
I'll
you
go to Howard.
Yeah.
But, like, you got to understand the strength of your school. And so that's a good lesson to learn. Like, hey, you get to this school and you get in the major and you be like, what is this garbage?
Yeah. And you know, it's... I'm not going to say I was the first in my family to get degrees. I have a couple other relatives in my family that got degrees, especially after me. But it wasn't like something that was at the top of the list. So I didn't have a plethora of people to go pick and stuff, pick my brains and minds of to talk about this too. Yeah. So I kind of had to just jump in the pool. You know what I'm saying? So I did it. I learned from it. I grew from it. It shaped me. It's been a part of my journey as to molding me into the man that I am today. So I can't even knock it.
That's good. So let's circle back, right?
Yeah,
so we go to school, we come back.
Yeah.
We do fashion. We do modeling. End up in the IT field.
Yep.
Now, but you're a stylist also.
Yeah.
Like, please, you got to tell people about the fit, right? Like, y'all, the camera not going to do justice. I apologize.
Yeah.
I only have so many angles because
I got y'all.
You know, it's just me. But bro got on the fit.
Yeah.
I know I would not put it on because I don't know that my big ass can pull that shit off. Maybe. I feel like I can pull off.
He can. It's just a matter of him seeing it.
But I just don't be. I just
he got his lane. He got his lane.
I stay in my lane.
He got his lane.
Everybody do their thing. But like, bro, you got to tell them about the fit.
Yeah, so I break it down. This is like a desert vibe with the orange and the skulls. This is an ASOS vibe. And then we're down to actually these are from H&M, and then I got my Mary slides on with the skeleton joints. So as you can see, we got skeleton on top of skeleton. You feel me? So this is how I move. This is the type of vibe I move with when I'm out and about.
Like the first time I met Lon, right? AKA Mr. P.T.F.O.
Big facts.
I was like, who is bro? Like, because I was with my boy Dub, and Dub is in, you know, he has his clothing line. So I'm like, oh, it must just be one of like the homies that's from like the fashion world or something like that. But I was like, bro got on some shit.
Yeah.
And like, you know my boy Mike, right?
Yeah, I know Mike.
And Mike was like, hey, so what you think about Lon? And I was like, I don't really know, bro. Like, he got on some shit that I don't know about, but like, he seemed cool. You feel me? But it's like, I think that's an interesting thing, like a career or like even just like something to be in as a black man, you know, from the South Side of Chicago, right? That's an engineer, right? To then also say, oh yeah, I'm a stylist. Also, right? Because when you told me that, I was like,
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. It's like that, man. Like, once I stopped modeling, and focus more on my IT stuff, the way I dress, I don't dress like this for people. This is just how I dress. So, like, when I would when I would go out to events and stuff, I would have people come up to me like, yo, your fit is amazing. Can you do something for me like this? And I'm like, I'm not a stylist. Like, this is just how I dress. And I turned down money for like 2-3 years. And people are just like, why are you not doing this? And I'm like, I've never thought I really to have the patience to really do it, but I'm like, fuck it, let's go. So, you know, I
That's funny. We're gonna talk about that in a minute.
yeah, big facts. So then, yeah, man, I tapped into that like maybe it's 2023. I'm around like 2019. Like right after, it was kind of like right at the beginning of COVID almost. That's when I started getting invited to like a lot of events here in Chicago because of how I dress. I was at the All-Star game. I was courtside at the All-Star game, the Rising Star game, stuff like that. And that's when people like really saw me like, who is this? And pretty much from there, I started styling men and women. And then COVID kind of shut everything down, but it was definitely a lot of underground stuff going on here in Chicago. So
they do underground stuff going everywhere but in the South because they were just open.
Yeah, no, real shit. The South was just living. You feel me? So, you know, so I was still like doing stuff for people, but more so creating looks out of what they already had since people couldn't shop anymore. So that really tapped into my creative genius side, I guess. And now, like, when I look at people, I can just size people up and see what colors match well with them just off of first glance. You know what I'm saying? And then after I get to know you, talk to you, kind of like usher you into other lanes and stuff. And then I just started opening the door for people.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit. Like, it's one thing to put on an outfit for yourself. Right?
Yeah.
But it's another thing to try to convince. Let's say you're trying to convince people like me to put on this fit. Talk about that a little bit of like the process of like working with a client and trying to convince or like trying to teach them or help them see the vision.
So I'm glad you asked that because I put all my clients through a quiz before even getting involved with them to test their level of open-mindedness and so forth and see if they really are about what they're about to get into. And then also, I don't just throw these colors onto people. I usher them slowly into it. Like, we'll start off with like maybe a bandana that we could turn into a pocket, like just a little pocket, square. A little pocket square. Or you know, we'll throw some colored pants in there, but something subtle like a burgundy, you know, something that you don't have in your closet already. And then when you go out and you get the reactions from people of asking like, you know, who are you? And okay, now we're going to come back and we're going to start slowly incorporating other things until we get to a point where you're fucking with a color that you would have never worn if I didn't come to you. Thanks. You know, so it's very time consuming, but it's something that I really enjoy doing because I'm bringing a level of confidence to that person that they had no idea existed, before coming across me. Because to wear some of the stuff that I wear, some of the stuff that my clients have worn, you have to be able to walk a certain way, you know what I'm saying, and be able to carry that, you know what I'm saying, when you out and about. Because if you look unsure in what you got on, you're going to look goofy as fuck in what you have on.
It's not goofy, motherfucker.
It really is. Like, and
I be saying to you, I'm like, you don't believe that?
Come on, man.
I can tell you don't believe that you should have that on.
You know it.
Uncomfortable.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, that, I think that's the difference between when I see you, like, after I start seeing you more often out, I was like, okay, this is just him, and he really, that's how he dressed, and he believe in that.
Yes.
I be seeing some of them like, bro,
you already
doing this. Like, like the football players and the athletes. I be like, yo, you should fire your stylist because you don't even look comfortable wearing the outfit.
Right.
Like, you did too much too soon.
That's my thing, man. Like, if you have a stylist, your stylist has to be a part of you in some way, shape, or form. And what I mean by that is they're not just grabbing shit and just throwing it at you and saying, this is what you have to wear. That's not a real stylist. That's somebody trying to dress you like they dress themselves. And I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm not about to be out here with no big ass bell bottom ass jeans and platform boot. That's not my.
You wear the big Crocs though. You seen Seth? I don't know if you watch wrestling, but
yeah,
Seth Rollins had on the yellow Crocs.
Look, the big red boots is as far as I'm going.
Okay.
I can't do the super extra large Croc. I feel like that's gonna be a vibe for more of the ladies, to be honest with you, because when they start releasing like the big, I forgot what they call them, that you put on the actual Croc.
Oh, the
yeah, like the
sport mode.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. When you actually put when they start making those big pieces to actually put on there, I feel like women are gonna be able to like really accessorize that and make that look real dope. So that's gonna be something to look forward to.
I thought that was it.
Yeah,
I didn't think they was gonna do the most.
No, man, like just how
I
you
feel like that's asking for somebody to fall and bust their ass.
No, it definitely is, but I'm telling you, like the boot itself is pretty comfortable. You know, my feet don't even sweat and crazy or nothing like that in them. So for that to be a Croc where it has nothing but holes in it,
yeah,
that's gonna be an easy. Like
they need to make a big Birkenstock.
I'm weak. That might actually be tough though.
Big Birkenstock or what else? A big Jesus sandal.
Hey, I'm weak.
Big Jesus sandal. I'll probably put that on just for shits and giggles.
Shits and giggles. No, real shit.
Because I never wore Birkenstocks, but I'll put on the Birkenstocks just.
I don't fucking dare, dude. Be out here, Big Moses.
Big Moses.
Big Moses.
They already call me big. They already call me Black Jesus. So you know.
Yep. Right. Look. Hey.
I'd be like, bro, that's blasphemous to you.
Hey, I ain't gonna tell.
All right. So, IT man, fashion man.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking about this. Like, with dress comes certain things, right?
Yeah.
And I just started following you on social media like in the last 2-3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the first things I saw you post was this list of things that women say men can't do because it's sassy, right?
Facts. So
if you follow me on social media right now, when y'all see this episode, it's gonna be gone. It's on my story. But I asked women what qualifies as sassy from a man. Yeah. I got a few answers that are interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But like let's talk about it. Like,
man, women
calling men sassy. Like now, like let's disregard that black men are raised by black women.
Yes.
Right. Because I don't hear y'all calling white men sassy
at all.
It's just black
it's
women calling black men sassy. Right?
Facts.
So we know the statistics, right? How do we unpack that? Because I seen your list.
Yeah.
And I think I told you like 80 to 90% of the shit on your list, I do. Going to get massages, going to get manicures, pedicures, going to get lineups. Raven from Love Is Blind just said men can't get on the Stairmaster.
Stairmaster.
Right. What was the other one you had put up recently where there was like if you use AAA, that's sassy.
Oh yeah, like if you get a flat and you can't get out there and you don't want to change your tire, that's sassy. Like, fam, look, it's 2023.
How long has that list been getting?
Bro, I'm on like number 78. I'm on 78 right now, and I have more. I have way more to add. I just haven't done it yet. Okay. Like, it's everything that I put on there, and this is part of the reason, like, why I post. I should screen record the video or the post that I see, and then I go to my list, because I don't want people to think I'm just making this shit up. Because every time I see a woman say some shit like that, I want everybody to see this shit, because it's interesting as fuck. Like that,
they say they don't attack us, they support us
all the time, right? All the time. And
I was like, y'all can't have it both ways. Either we toxic and too masculine,
oh man,
or now we sassy and feminine and all these other things. Because if you call me sassy, like I had a girl call me sassy one time. You know, we cool, but it was like I got offended because I was like, "Where I'm from?" Because she was like, "Oh, that just meant I was calling you feisty." Yeah, I was like, even that sound kind of suspect. But I was like, "Where I'm from, you called me sassy. You were just," and no offense to the LGBTQIA plus community, but as a heterosexual man, to call me sassy was basically calling me gay.
Understood.
And I was like, "Look, I have no problem with that community, but
that's not me.
That's not me. So
yeah,
why would you even suggest that I'm?"
and bro, it's interesting because So, traveling around the world, being exposed to different cultures and stuff. This is primarily something that just happens in the U.S. Just keeping it a whole.
Yeah, it's real, because in Europe, bros dress. I'd be like, bro, the pants is tight as hell.
Bro.
Them tight pants. Bro, you got on painted pants.
And they'll have, the crazy thing is, they'll have one of the baddest motherfuckers out there with them tight ass pants on, or them jeggings, whatever you want to call them. You know what I'm saying? Like, out there, it's just different, and it's just, oh, you're creative. Okay, but here in the U.S., I feel like, when women don't, if they may not understand why you dress this way, or why you do this, or whatever, it's an automatic assumption, and it's crazy, bro. Like, if I guarantee you, if you were to go on a date and you tell the waitress that you want a margarita with sugar on the rim, I guarantee you, if that's like your first date, I guarantee you'll never hear from that woman again, bro. I guarantee you, she gonna give you the side eye out of this world and ask, why are you ordering this sweet, sugary drink?
And I like sugary drinks. I order mocktails. I be like, I want a sweet mocktail. You know why I do that? Because I'm secure in the fact that I like women. I love women.
Facts.
Love black women.
Facts.
Love vagina.
Facts.
I ain't never wanted nothing else. But hell, nigga, I like sweet drinks.
Yes.
I have a sweet tooth. That's how I get my sweet tooth in.
That's your vice, bro. Yeah, and you shouldn't change what you like in that instance, right, for someone else's pleasure. Like, I'm giving no fuck. Like, I'm going to do what I want to do, how I want to do it. I'm not gonna let these people dictate my vibe. You know what I'm saying? And the people ask me all the time, like, why do you make this list of things that you're not gonna do? I never said that I'm following this 78 item list of things that I can't do. There is plenty of things on that list that I do, and I don't give a fuck. If you don't fuck with it, then deuces.
Peace. All right, bro. So we gotta wrap up.
Yeah.
What's next for you, right? Like, we got, you got your 9 to 5, you got your styling thing. Like, what's the ultimate goal here?
Well, I have multiple goals. So right now I'm on track to become the next director of IT at ADM, and I plan on being here for a while. I've been looking for a place to get in and nestle in where I can call it home, but they're open to my suggestions and so forth. And I'm for sure one of the youngest people in the office, and they look to me for everything. So to be able to build that rapport with the CEO of the company and stuff like that, like, that's a major move for me. So that's my next goal, to knock that out in maybe the next 6 or 7 years or sooner. And then also on the fashion tip, my clientele is like expanding. I have a client. His name is Cliff. He works for 23andMe, and he's in their marketing. So he's always out wearing stuff. So it's like I'm pivoting more into getting more people that are out there, you know what I'm saying, to really be seen. So, bro, like, I'm not one of those people who kind of just say, like, I'm gonna just do this and that's it. I'm gonna take this and let it catapult me into wherever it goes.
And guys, that's what we're gonna do with this podcast, right? We're gonna see where it goes. Bro, I appreciate you coming on today.
No vibes.
For sure. Well, like I always say, be the best version of you, because everybody's already taken. I wish you peace, patience, understanding, knowledge, wisdom, discernment, health, strength, resolve. So y'all be easy, or not, but every choice has a consequence, and every action has a reaction. Peace out. This episode is brought to you by Apple.